Welcome to Tiny Rails, the cute little train game where you're trying to run a little train company and the wind blows across the landscape there. You travel from various stations picking up goods, and here's the train I'm currently using with all its many carriages. You're picking up goods and passengers, you make money, try and open up new areas and create factories, get new cars for your train and various other wonderful little tasks. If I hit continue, which I've just done, this train should now be coming into St. Paul's, Minnesota. Well, it would be if there wasn't a big log in the way. Okay, so my train is on its way to St. Paul's, Minnesota in the wonderful USA Central area. Where I left last time, I just left Cheyenne, and if you put a marker on a town, then that is where you will be coming into next time you continue your game. If you don't put a marker, your train can go anywhere it feels like when you're not playing the game. It will generate money. In the meantime, I have a photo to collect money for. So I took a photograph of the oversized painted boot outside Cheyenne, Wyoming, and I got some money for transporting passengers. And I need another job. I will select the travel to 10 cities to balance their books to get Lance some more experience. Because once I get him up to a certain level, he will provide me with more money. Then I will clean and repair my train before we arrive at the station. Apparently I have 8,500 or so in money. I'll call it gold, it's just easier to call it gold because it's not dollars. Just over 8,500, which is a nice little amount. Valerie, please, please, please let there still be a shipment waiting for us. Hey, don't worry, you beat them to it. Crew, good job. Yes, we're competing with Railco in this area, who have been stealing our shipments. Well, that's a relief. Let's get this cargo on board. Where are we headed? We're carrying green energy equipment for the Motor Speedway in Indianapolis. Indianapolis? Or Indiana, isn't it? Supposed to help make the big race a little more eco-friendly. Sounds good to me. Let's head to Indianapolis. Now, before we head to Indianapolis, let me collect the money for having arrived at this place. And then let's see what's in the market. Okay, it wants hockey sticks, and if you're not entirely sure what something is, you can click on that. Market demand. Want to buy hockey stick resources? Tough luck. We can't find any. St. Paul, Minnesota will buy them if you have them, though. So that's what it wants by the way of cargo. It does have cows going cheap, so I'll buy them while I'm here. And off we go to... No, we don't. I need to set a waypoint. Where's Indianapolis? Down here. Right. 3 stops down the line is Indianapolis. So that's where we're heading to. As we get up to the ridiculously fast speed of a whole 124 miles an hour. Yes, I really need to make this train faster. Well, whilst I'm here, I do have a little bit of money, so I can make the train a little bit faster, and I'll do another couple of other upgrades as well, just whilst I have the money. So now I'm at the ridiculous speed of 128 miles an hour. Yes, it's not a lot, I know. Heck, back in the 1980s there was an Intercity 125 train that went 125 miles an hour in Britain. God knows what speed the bullet train does in Japan. I don't even know what the fastest trains in the world are these days. I haven't kept up with that. Though I do have a friend who is far more interested in trains than I am. He's also an enthusiast of model railways. So he would probably be able to answer those questions if I spoke to him and asked them. Although normally when we speak about so many other different subjects that I tend to forget to ask questions that I've thought of over the weeks between the last time I spoke to him. So I probably won't remember to ask him that question. Yes, my mind is going off in a dozen different directions. As I'm collecting money, my carriages are slowly gaining experience to get to the next levels. Slowly being the operative word, unfortunately. I really would like them to get to the next levels so they're more effective. However, you can't have everything in life. And here we come into good old Madison, Wisconsin. Perhaps we'll stop for some cheese. Well, whilst I'm on my way in, I'll just check the North American checklist for USA Center. I have served 125 passengers. I've bought or upgraded to 10 train stations. I've travelled 2/3 of the distance I need to travel in this area, and I have to visit another 3 cities. And then I will have completed the checklist for USA Central to unlock USA West. Okay, here's Madison. We go to the market. It wants paper. I'm not carrying any paper. If you have anything that matches the cargo demand, it will put it at the top of the list. So I will buy the 2 apples that are going cheap and leave Wisconsin as soon as possible. Not that I would do that in normal life. Wisconsin's a very nice place as far as I understand it. It's a state I haven't been to yet. I will get there shortly. I have been to Illinois, and Chicago for that matter, which is the next station on down the line. I also just completed a job. Which one? Oh, travel 621 miles to get good old Sophia a little more experience, which means I am in USA Center, aren't I? I'll do the job to serve 10 passengers, because that will pretty much instantly clear, or instantly complete when I get into Chicago. At least I hope it does. Yep, pretty sure that's the job that we've just completed, because serving 10 passengers really isn't that difficult. So what else have we got? Clear obstructions, clear trees, and gold. I don't like any of those. Serve 25 passengers in USA Center. We'll do that. It might take me a station or 2 stations to do that. And check the market. Okay, it wants carrots. I don't have carrots. I will sell the intercom units for a profit so I can fit on the 10 additional cows. That's my cargo actually filled up. And off we go to good old Indianapolis, Indiana. I used to have a colleague that came from Indiana, and last I heard he went back there. A man that got himself fired for being down in Mexico somewhere. He claimed he was drugged and robbed by a prostitute that he'd hired. But he disappeared for 3 or 4 days. We didn't believe him when that was his excuse. We just believed he was down there getting drugged up himself and playing with prostitutes. However, the only reason I mention it is because he came from Indiana, and I believe once he got fired, his next job he found back in Indiana. Which, considering he thought he was one of the greatest IT technicians the world has ever seen, really didn't bother us that much that he was no longer around. Yes, in IT you tend to be pretty judgmental. Oh, I've got almost 11,500 in the caboose. Well, I had almost 11,500 in the caboose. That adds to the amount of money I've got. Yes, here we come into good old Indianapolis. 30 miles to go. At 128 miles an hour, so it's less than 15 minutes to travel that distance. Oh, I gotta take a picture of something. The Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Okay, I'm guessing that's the grandstands in the background. I'll take the screenshot. It's free money to take the screenshot. 250 gold a time. Alright, there's a win for us. Nice to have finally managed a delivery. Oh, good old Cyril. Yes, even I have to admit I'm impressed. Going out of your way was a good tactic, if desperate. Cyril, how the heck did you manage to get here the same time we did? Oh, we arrived just after you did, actually. No matter. Onward. At this rate, you might as well stick around and take in a race. Good luck keeping up with us. Ha 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 ha. Arg, that man is so infuriating. Maybe so, but he gave me an idea. I need to make a phone call. In the meantime, though, get this train back to Detroit, Michigan. Detroit? Isn't that a bit out of the way? Hey, trust me, I have it covered. Just get this train moving. Okay. Having got to Indianapolis, I will claim my reward. I will also claim the picture. And next it wants me to go to Detroit, Michigan. I've travelled to 10 cities in USA Center. I just need another 700 miles in USA Center. The only problem with that is Detroit, Michigan is not in the USA Center. It's in the USA East. Oh, it wants corn. I've actually got some corn on the train, so I can deliver them some corn while I'm there. Off we go to Detroit, Michigan. Then I'm sure we'll come back through the USA Center, which will allow me to complete the checklist. However, once again, I've got a bit of money. Not enough to add another car. But I want to actually upgrade the weight. Oh. Something must be in the way. I cleared an obstacle. I want to get as many of these that have a maximum count of 50 up to 20. Or as close to that as possible. As the money comes in. Just makes me feel like I'm making some progress. Oh, I've completed another job. Oh, that gives me another 5,000. Almost completed another job. Ah, I haven't served enough passengers in the USA Center either. I'll accept that job, which is travel 621 miles to earn 2,500. Now clean the train, as it's getting a bit dirty, and repair it. And I'm getting closer to Detroit. Move the cursor off that one. Any gold that's lying around in my money-making carriages? Good old Detroit. We've been here before. Okay, we're in Detroit. What's the deal, Lance? You remember those car parts your crew delivered here a while back? Well, they were for Indy cars. Now those cars have been built, they need to be delivered back in Indianapolis. The contract is worth a lot more than trying to beat Railco to the punch at every station. Lance, you're a genius. Let's get these cars loaded up and get back to Indianapolis. Okay, if that's what you want. I'll collect the money for coming to Detroit. I'll go to the market, give you my corn. Anything else that's really profitable in Detroit? No. Well, we'll buy a load of the salmon. It's cheap. And oh, I need to set the waypoint, otherwise I won't be going back to Detroit. Oh, sorry, Indianapolis. I'd be heading to Toledo if I forgot to set the waypoint. So off we go back to Indianapolis. So again, I've got a little bit more money. So I'm trying to get these up to 20 a piece, just because it makes everything a reasonable upgrade. Me get the money out of the caboose. Okay, I don't have much money. Oh, I do have some money there. Allow me to upgrade that one to number 20. So if I can get the cargo and the passengers, I can upgrade the cargo. Okay, so next time round I'll upgrade the cargo and the passengers a bit further, and that way my train will be useful. I needed a load of money to upgrade the amount of cars my train can carry, but if I look at the weight, I'm currently using 83% of the current weight, which is not too bad. I've now got room for 100 bits of cargo as well, an extra 14 from where I was before I started upgrading. All minor little things, but all useful little things. And here we are on our way back into Indianapolis, Indiana. I'm amazed I actually remember so many of the states' initials, the names that go along with them. Not having come from America and not remembering stuff. Brand new cars delivered. Finally, things are going our way again. We ought to be able to head after Railco now as well. There's enough distance between you now that you should be able to pick up their scraps. I'll do what I can to pull some strings and find contracts for you too. Thanks, Lance. We're headed to Montana. Okay. Well, I'll collect the reward for stopping Indianapolis. Now I'm going back to Helena, Montana. I haven't completed any job. Oh, I do. I have completed the job. Another 5,000. And we will accept that job to get Sophia some more experience. Go to the market. Oh, I can pick up lots of apples. No, I can't. I thought I had more space than that. Okay. It wants wheat. Do I have any wheat? No, I don't. Don't know why I bothered looking down the bottom. I will, however, sell some salmon and some cows. Now I'll pick up the apples and the corn. Might as well take the profit where I can get it. And now, where is Helena, Montana? That's not Montana. Didn't I go through Helena? Oh, it's over here, right in the corner. Off we go. It's going to take me through a few stations. Back through Chicago. Now, once again, I've got a little bit more money. I said I'm trying to get these up to 20. That one's at 19 out of 50. Bottom two at 20 out of 50. Speeds up above that. Not carrying many passengers. C'est la vie. You got any money? Right, I've only got to drive another 400 miles and I've completed the USA Centre checklist. My amazing speed of 128 miles an hour. Oh, it feels sluggish. Although it's faster than I've... No, it's not technically... It's faster than I've driven a car on an actual public road. The fastest I've driven a car on a public road was a while back. I got a car up to 124 miles an hour. Some annoying little banker in a Porsche cut me up. So I chased him down what the Americans call an interstate, what the British call a motorway, and he was still disappearing into the distance as my car engine sounded like it was going to blow up if I kept going at that speed or any faster, and it didn't feel that stable, my poor little old car. So I stopped. I slowed down because I couldn't drown out the engine noise with the radio going full blast at that point. I don't know why I went to that screen. Oh, okay. I managed to buy 400 cargo, which gives me 1,500 in gold. I must have finished another job. Always nice. Extra money. I don't like those jobs. I will accept that job, however. 5,000 gold. Go to the market. Buy your cheap intercom units and depart Chicago. We got some money in the caboose. Not a lot, but little. Should give me enough money to upgrade max cargo again. Now I just want to upgrade the passengers. So I get a little more money together. This competition with Railco is not good for business. It's far better to work in a monopoly than it is in a competitive environment. You can make more money in a monopoly. However, we learn to live with the circumstances we find ourselves in. Not necessarily the ones we'd like to be in. That one's paper. I don't have any paper. I can only afford to, well, only fit 2 of the fireworks in unless I sell something, so I'm not even going to bother worrying about picking anything up. I'm off back to St. Paul's now. Still got just 107 miles to go as I check the checklist. Money out the caboose. There's a moose loose in the hoose. In the caboose. Yes, that was my Scottish accent. It's as good as my Scottish accent gets. Ah, there's a little more money. Means I can take another job. I'll take that job. Lance now has 16 out of 30 experience, and Sophia has 13 out of 30. Poor old Hank has 2. Ah, that's it. I have completed the checklist for USA Centre, so if I collect that I will get 15,000, we'll open up USA West. There'll be a new depot, though I think I've got to pay for that. There'll be a new factory around and a new port, apparently. USA West. Area unlocked. And cleared that blockage. So with the money I just earned, I can now hopefully upgrade this to the point I wanted it. And make a stop at Helena, Montana, North America Chapter 3-7. I don't know how many there are in total before... Oh, looks like someone's complaining the carriage is dirty, which it was. Clean and repair everything. St. Paul's. Oh, straight ahead. I'm going to go to Bismarck, Pierre, South Dakota, Rapid City, South Dakota, then Billings, Montana, then Helena, Montana. Well, as this episode is going on a bit, I'm going to do what... Oh, what am I capturing? Oh, some building there. Bascom Hall. Yes, as this episode will go on too long if I go all the way to Helena, Montana, I'm going to get myself another couple of cars, just because I like doing this. Oh, a new car. A ghost car. It's a passenger car of some type. And a non-rare car. Probably non-rare. A freight car. Yeah, that's pretty non-rare. Always nice to add a couple of cars at the end of each episode. I completed a job as well. A bit more experience for Lance. Means I get to select another job. Not in the USA South, so we'll accept that one. And I'll take the money from my photograph. What do you? Oh, you want hockey sticks? I can't fit anything else in. I think that's going to be that profitable anyway. So off we go to Bismarck, North Dakota. Right, as I say, I've picked up another couple of cars. I've upgraded everything I wanted to upgrade. There were lots of upgrades in this episode, and it's going to take a while to get to Helena. So if I end the episode now, then when I start the next one, this train will automatically be coming into that station. So I think I prefer to do that. So with that said, that's where I'm going to end the episode. Actually, no, I'm not. Just let me... Whatever that job was, I'll take the reward for that. I just thought of something I should do. None of those. Yes, we'll have that one. Another accountancy job. What I suddenly thought of was I just completed the checklist for wherever I was, so I can now put the new caboose and engine on this train. If I go to take that gold, where is it? Trains. Where's that train? The rewinder engine, plus 20 speed when equipped in USA Central, or USA Centre, which is where I currently am. That meant my train go a bit faster. And just like that, I've got another job to take the reward of. Yes, this game can keep you as occupied as you want it to. Oh, we'll have that cargo. Let's collect a little stuff from obstacles. That job. Right, now I'm going to end this episode. As always, I hope you enjoyed. I don't know if you enjoy so much, as if you're like me, you just kind of like the gumball machine and seeing what different carriages you can get out of it, or cars. However, I will continue playing Tiny Rails in the future, so hopefully I will see you down the track for more Tiny Rails coming soon. Cheerio!